Well, hey folks, Species 7 here, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2013. We are here on Glenmalure Farm in Ireland. Sorry, just having a look about. Need to empty out our trailer. This was the complete amount that we got off of that field for canola. Not a whole bunch, but hey, I've seen worse. Alright. Get her in here. Perfect. Let's dump her out. And we now have some canola. We're down harvesting in the other field on the other side of the farm now, so I'm going to take this down there. We'll just make a quick cut through the pit. Oof. Not exactly flat level ground through there, is it? Not in the slightest. Alright. And there we go. This is where we need to be. You'll notice that I got rid of that tired old Dutes. We now have this guy. Nice little class axial, Lexian 540. Still using the head off the Dutes. And although I could have gone with a bigger header, I kind of thought that seeing as this one just barely fits down the laneways as it is, whoops, we'd probably have to stay with this guy for a while. It does have a neat feature which does come in really handy. You can raise and lower this to pretty much anywhere you need it. Alright, so just a tiny bit off the ground, and away we go, and she picks up just fine. Ta-da! Not a bad little machine, actually. The only thing I can say at this point that's maybe a little bit disappointing is the those top hatches and stuff. They don't seem to open. If we look here, or am I missing something? Let's have a look. Work lights, lights, enable IC. Okay. Let's see here. It says enable IC with the space bar. It does not seem to work. We have pipe out, we have lift cutters. Turn off fire worker, all-wheel drive. Blah 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 blah. Nope. Okay, well, it doesn't look like. And as I say, that's kind of a drag. Alright, well, pipe out works. That's at least we got that going. Okay. We do have something to pick up from the shop as well, so we will get down to that right quickie. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. And what we need to pick up actually is our baler, because it's sitting there. I found a nice little MR ready Ford baler, so we're going to check that puppy out in just a little bit as soon as this field is clear. Other thing I'm doing is cultivating the other field. Okay. Nice little tractor sitting up there. Another new one that we haven't seen before. Unfortunately, as seems to be the habit with a lot of mod authors, it has those darn crushing tires. So you can't actually use it for doing things like emptying harvesters unless you happen to be lucky enough to catch the harvester full with the pipe on the right side, because if you cut across the crops, you'll ruin them. So, and as I say, I can't say as I'm really fond of that particular edition, but it seems an awful lot of mods include it. Oh, good. The first row, I almost didn't make the top of the hill because she got stuck. So, but again, thanks to the fact that you can lift that header to any position, allowed me to immediately get free. So that was kind of nice. It's actually making pretty quick work of this field. Not to say it's exactly a gigantic field, but you know. Whew. Take the dusty view. Oh my goodness, it's no wonder they put proper cabs on these things. The old ones like the Dutes and a couple others that we've had, I tell you. They were wide open and leaning hard, I'll tell you, when you were there. Okay, I didn't swing enough. A little bit different from in-cab, I tell you. There we go. This time I've gone far enough back, I think. Perfect. Woo. So far the map doesn't seem to be giving me any issues. I haven't done an awful lot off screen, admittedly. Okay. Try and get a lot of this chunk taken up. That'll finish off the bottom of the field. Get a little bit of a weird shape to it. There we go. That's as far as we're going to get for full chunks. Oh, just going to say, oh my god, all of our background has disappeared. There's some kind of a sun visor in front of the window. Oh, I thought we were going to have serious issues there for a moment. I was a little worried. Just a little. I'm not sure that we're quite yet gonna get all of this in one pass, that's for sure. But we'll get what we can. Alright. I probably could have squared this field off a little better and not had to make this kind of weird little bunch up at the end here, but oh well. Let's get her turned around, get that last little bit. 65% full. Again, not a whole bunch of crop. Boy, this thing's got a turning radius of like zip. Holy. Alright, let's get the rest of it here, shall we? Nice. Yeah, this little bit clipped out. So thanks to all of you that have left comments and didn't seem to mind that we had to shift our focus a little bit. As odd and frustrating as the MR mod can be at times, some of that does come from the fact that I suppose we could put this in all-wheel drive, couldn't we? Ooh, I forgot I had my cruise control on. We just about went for a ride in the bushes. That would not have been good. Not at all. Alright. And let's gooby up this last little bit, shall we? Get this guy to a suitable point. That should do it. And let's chop the rest. Boom, 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 boom. And we are done. Lovely. Get that guy up. Shut him down. Boy, you do not get a whole lot of view, do you? Alright, well, let's make sure she empties out okay. Oh, there we go. Well, apparently it does. Nice. Alrighty. And there is our second crop in the bag. Beautiful. Let's get that pipe in. Get her turned around. Yeah, it's really a shame that and realize that, good job, you stuck your tractor in the way. So, okay, whoa. Yeah, it's a good thing it shut off when you climb out of it, I tell you. It would just chew it you right up. Alright, let's get this guy to where she needs to be dumped out. And then we can put our harvester away and go see what's next on the agenda. Yeah, sorry I missed a day yesterday, didn't get a video uploaded. Computer was kind of tied up for most of that particular. Wheat is not accepted here. Well, alright, I won't put it there then. How's that? Boy. Yeah, my computer was pretty much tied up for that portion of the day where any sort of upload or download speeds are even close to reasonable. So, I use a program called Corel Video Studio Pro to do my rendering and my editing. And it's a couple of versions out of date. I have the version 5, version 7 was just released. And these are not cheap software programs. I think it was close to $150 for the original. I got it on sale for half price, but still, you know. By the time you give the government their cut and everybody else that's got their hand out, you're still looking at pretty much punching a $100 bill in the face, so, yeah. Well, I don't think I have a real good place to put this thing yet. I'm still not particularly seeing one. We do have more storage than becomes, you know, at first apparent, that's for certain. There is more just up behind that other field as well, but I think well, I thought I had a space here. Actually, I'm sure I do. Aha, there we go. And there's what we're after. Come to stop. Nice. Very, very nice. There we go. Perfect. Now, how about we take you up to get the baler? What do you think, buddy? Go for a drive? Nice. Of course, we gotta remember. Whoop. That if we're gonna drive at all, we need to drive on this side of the road. There we go. Alright, let's go check out our new baler. And I'm just looking down at my cash supply and knowing that I got about 200K in special fees and junk that have to be paid to finish the disposal of, well, that other mess. So yeah, that 300K ain't gonna last us very long. Alright, well here's our new bit of gear. Well, let's get out and have a look here, shall we? Well, it's blue. I'll give her that. She is some blue. Wow. Oh yeah. All the twine for doing the wrapping on the straw. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool indeed. Let's get that plugged in, shall we? Ooh, barely room to get my fat butt back out of there. Alright, well, not bad. Kind of a... certainly blue on blue on blue. They didn't have any issues with using up the blue paint on this one. Alrighty. let's get our new toy home. Cool. I do like that. Oops. Oh no! I'm gonna get over here. Everywhere is the wrong side of the road. Yeah, these laneways aren't exactly the biggest, so I don't know that we'll be able to do things like run big semi-trailers, etc. We'll have to see. I think with, you know, it's not one of those ones where thought wasn't put into it, and the laneways are not only narrow, but they have no approach angle. Here you'll notice things like the curves are a little wider, and they're actually set up so that you can negotiate them. So there we go. Very nice. I don't know that I'm going to be using the Schluter to do this job, so, but we can definitely use her to at least take the baler to where we need it. Maybe we'll give her a little tickle just to see if she works, shall we? There we go. Hello there, Mr. Combine Harvester. Alright. Well, let's turn her on. I assume that's on. Let's have a look here. What do we got? Baler's on. Alrighty. Might as well put all-wheel drive on our tractor. Let's see how she goes. Oh, nice. Alright. Seems to be working quite fine. And you can actually see the bale forming in the back of it. That's really cool. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I mean, it doesn't have a whole bunch of, you know, revolving straps, etc., etc., like some of the newer ones I've seen, but other than that, I kind of like it. It seems to be working fairly well. See what happens when we reach the empty it stage. I also figured that we've used the Dute's front loader enough times that it might be nice for a little change as well. Ooh, okay. Alright, let's see how she does on the empty out. There we go. Let's have a little look at these bales, shall we? Oh well, not bad. Look at that. That's a pretty good looking bale, actually. Not bad at all. That's a full-size bale. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah. I don't want to be a bale. Okay. Oh, I like it. Whoops. I don't know why I did that. There we go. I was actually just going to disconnect it. Whoa. So much stuff there. Okay, let's go see what else we got going on, shall we? Perfect place to park your tractor. Perfect. There we go. Now, we should have running on the drain. Beautiful. Just once we get a little bit more organized here on these two fields. So here's our little case tractor. Like I say, nice rig, only problem being she does have the wither wheels, or crusher wheels, or cultivating wheels, or whatever you want to call them. The ones that immediately ruin all your crops if you drive over them. So, but if you're doing something like cultivating, well, by guppies, it don't matter, does it? Ooh. Bumpy, lumpy little field, isn't it? Alright. It's a pretty little tractor. What you got there? Look at all your empty pop cans in the garbage, dude. Really? You know? Just because you leave all your junk in your pickup truck don't mean you should leave it in your tractor. Okay, well that certainly seems to work well enough, doesn't it? Oh, like I say, she'll mow your crops down, so you gotta be careful. Oops. That would be the wrong button. There we go. Had to click V and for some reason decided X was a better choice. And it's not new. Alright. And see, we missed a bunch, didn't we? Good job. Can't even blame the hired help. It's too bad, because that's always such a good go-to. Yeah, I think I was figuring this little horse is a little bigger than she is. So, yeah. And good. Yeah, I'm just gonna go take care of that, because it will drive me pretty much cuckoo. And he almost does it again. There we go. Proper job and all. Let's get her up off the field. I love the way the engine sort of dims down when she's not pulling such a hard load. You know, like you can hear the revs popping up and down as it's needed. You know, even the turning. Alright, well this goes very smoothly. This is actually a fair bit of a hill, but as you can see we seem to be able to manage quite well with this tractor and harvester. So it is a 175 horse tractor. The Schluter is a 150, so these are definitely our powerhouse rigs. And no, for an MR map, 150 and 175 is not particularly a lot of horsepower, but so far it's certainly going to do us. I do have some other stuff that is a little more on the power hungry side, but you also have to realize that you get into things like cost per day maintenance, you know, like there's a 200 something horse older tractor, not terribly expensive to buy, but you're looking at about a $500 a day maintenance cost. So yeah, $500 a day, that adds up, boy, you know, because there are days when you don't pull a crop out of the field. And I'm missing all kinds of it here. Not too happy with that. Should have started on the other side. It's actually square. I haven't actually tried hired workers on this map. I mean, I see no reason that there'd be an issue, but I haven't tried it, so let's see if we can't get that down a little more even anyway. Okay. Take her back up. Oh, well, isn't this just the most exciting episode we've ever seen? No, it isn't. It isn't. Oh yeah, look at all the little spiky buggers I've left everywhere. We are not doing good job. I'm just curious here if I do actually hire a worker. See how he does at the top of the hill here. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. That wasn't near enough headroom for what we needed. Not nearly, so now we know. It requires a lot. Okay. At least this particular rig does. The MR mod does seem to really quite drastically change not only the rate at which you turn a vehicle, but also the actual turning radius. Pretty much everything I've tried seems to have a higher turning radius on MR than it does on standard. So, for those of you that asked, I did put a link on the opening episode to the FSUK page where this new map is available from. So, hopefully those of you that want to give it a try will find that just fine. As I say, it's on the first episode of our Glenmalure. If you look down in the comments section, I added it. So there. Well, I think that this is probably going to be the extent of my day here, is getting this field cultivated, and then I'll get that other field baled up and get this field sown, so that next episode we should be able to start in on collecting up our first set of bales, because I don't want to wait terribly long before getting the animals dealt with. It seems to be something that happens far too often. You know, it takes such a long time to get a little bit of original stuff done that by the time you get about to your animals, they're well behind on production. So I'd kind of like to see them producing right quick. So means we'll have to go out and put water and feed for, well, what little we have for the pigs and the cows and the sheep and the chickens. At least we did harvest some wheat, so we'll be able to get some wheat out to the breeding stations and out to the chickens. That's pretty bad when you can't think of the word chicken. I tell ya. That must be one of the blessings of getting old, is losing your memory. Alright, well it looks like we only got a couple of more rows here and this will all be cultivated. Again, I like the textures they use here. It's not the standard ones. And looks pretty darn good, actually. It does indeed. Now I could quite easily square these fields up and make them all kinds of worker friendly, but I don't know that I really want to at this point. I don't mind doing a little bit of the hands-on if that's what it takes. Are we going to catch it in one pass? Probably not, eh? No. That's okay. That's okay. This field's just about done. So I think I'll finish this off, as I say. In fact, I'll probably leave the seeding until next episode. But we'll get some baling done, we'll get some seeding done, get this guy all planted. It will again be a cereal crop, either wheat or barley, haven't really decided. And we'll call her good. But I think for now, guys, I'm going to, in this little tiny bit, maybe clean up the bit of a mess I left over there. and call her good. So, hope you enjoyed the episode. This has been Glenmalure Farm in Ireland. We're running a more realistic mod. And this has been Species 7. Take care of each other, folks, and until next time, ciao for now.